He had been riding a bicycle for over 100,000 miles. I had sent him out with a kiss and a prayer hundreds of times, and he'd always come home safe. And one day he did not.
She was riding her scooter with her family to art class. There was a walk sign. She and her cousin went, and 18-wheeler pulled forward, didn't see her, and killed her on the spot.
My husband, Chuck Vogel, was an avid cyclist. He had been on his bike for only 2 minutes and 36 seconds when he was hit.
My identical twin brother, Steve, was killed after a bike ride that he and I did together.
I started merging. I signaled I was going to make my turn. I signal, and the next thing I see is the grill of the F-150.
This was probably the best infrastructure in town. Good pavement, bright light, no weather problems, bike lanes both sides.
He was in a bike lane. He was riding within the speed limits for bicycles. The light was green for a good 8 to 10 seconds before he entered the intersection, and then he was hit.
This person had 300 yards of visibility to see Chuck on a clear holiday morning where there's no traffic. He had a blinking red light on the back of his bike. Of course, he had on a helmet.
It shouldn't be a debate. If you want to be out because you're training for an Ironman, or if you want to be out because you are commuting to work, you shouldn't be risking your life.
Steve is not the first person I know who's been hit and killed by a car on his bicycle. It's just the person that's closest to me, right? But I don't want to see it happen to anybody else. And I know that it's going to.
Had that truck just had $50 cross-view mirrors like the school buses, she'd still be here. You know, really hoping that her story can inspire us to use some of the solutions that already exist and protect families from going through what we're going through.
I'm grateful to have that man with me, and his life was spared. I cannot be thankful enough for that. But it's easy to say you survived, but it's very hard surviving. It costs a lot, and we pay the price every day.
Chuck is so much more than a single statistic. He was a husband and a father, soon to be a grandfather.
Numbers are horrifying momentarily. Every one of those numbers has a face and a name and a life and the lives of all of those who love them, who are so greatly impacted.
I didn't really get it, and I was a cyclist. I didn't get it until it happened. I'd like to spare other people that.
And in the end, no matter where you are or how you're getting there, everyone deserves to get home safely.